Hey y'all, it's me, Laura B with Craft and See at Craft and See with Laura B. I don't know what I'm saying today. Do I ever know? It's the question. How are you today? I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to continue in my design team project for Kyung Shotwell, and I'm using her Medieval Garden and King Arthur kits. The journal is named Firstknight, unofficially. Anyway, so we're going to do some more. This is like take number 85, I think. I shot a video yesterday and it went on and on and on, and I accomplished really little. So I decided to bag that one, start again, and well, 2, 3 takes and 4 different hot flashes later, and we're back. We're here. Yay. Anyway, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick, I've made some cards. Pretty much enough for all of this. And we're going to pull one out and we're just going to start, commence to decorating. There's the other one. So how are you? How was your weekend? Did y'all do anything fun? It's here in the States. It was the last weekend before Halloween. So, you know, I know there were lots of things going on here in my small city. I did not participate in any of them. Actually, I forgot about one on Saturday, and I don't have kids, so. Anyway, I hope you did something fun. I just kind of, what did I do? I don't know. Well, I nursed my broken rear end. We talked about that last video, how I idiotically, or semi-idiotically. Let's just say I wasn't thinking very well. I didn't think it through when I injured myself. Yes, I'm just doing this very roughly around here. I'm not caring if it gets all over the place, because after all, this is something that was supposed to have been, you know, kept in rotten cloth and busted down wooden box in some old abbey somewhere in the middle of England for however many years. I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head when the King Arthur legend was, so let's just say, let's just go 1100 and call it good. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. I don't need to be told I'm wrong a lot. Anyway, alright. So we're just going to pick something and start. I kind of like that, but I'm going to cut around it. King Arthur had a dream too of a world where might served right instead of subjugating it. His knights of the Round Table were the agents of that dream, and his sword, Excalibur, the symbol of it. Chris Claremont, whoever that guy was, because, you know, I've never read the legend. Although I will say that, not that it had anything to do with it, I don't think. I don't know. Again, it's been a while since I've had anything to do with King Arthur. The Excalibur, I know, was part of Merlin. And I really liked the miniseries. I think it was the early 90s with Sam Neill. I liked it. And then I liked the movie Firstknight with Almighty Sean. Honestly, I can't remember who the other guy was. Was it Richard Gere? If it was Richard Gere, I like Richard Gere. If it wasn't Richard Gere, well, I don't like him. I keep thinking of that other guy. Kevin Costner. I don't dislike Kevin Costner. I just don't really like Kevin Costner. So, there we have it. There we have it. Just trying to think what I want to put on there. So, what did y'all do this weekend? I know I asked you. I didn't wait for you to answer. I apologize. Like I said, I didn't do much. like that. I'm not going to be precious about it or try not to. I didn't do like I said, I didn't do a whole lot. Nursed my broken butt, which still really hurts. Yeah, obviously it's not nearly as bad as it was, but hello. So then my body decided, oh, you weren't uncomfortable enough with, your gluteus maximus. I am gonna, make your arthritic knee really have a pain, really fire up. And I'm all like, not happy with you. Not happy, not happy, not happy. Not cool, body. Not cool at all. I didn't like the way I got up off the couch last night, and anytime I have any lateral movement of that knee. Ooh, dog. It really isn't happy. I kind of like that. I'm messing in my little box of butterflies. I've got fussy cut. I've got a few stickers in here somewhere. I have some die cuts. I have one of those big dies, just one. Wouldn't mind having more, but I think I'm just going to stick with that one. All right. This one I did for something and it didn't work out, and I haven't used it since. Haven't found anything I liked with it. What else has been going on? Really not a whole lot. It's been a fairly quiet weekend. Thankfully. I like quiet. I don't think I have any naughty you-know-who stories. Now, I tend to, when I fussy cut butterflies, I tend to just chop off, or anything, I just chop off the antlers. Dirt. The antennae. Because I really don't like all the white around them. Yeah, I know. I can draw on antenna if I want to. I was just listening before I started. Again. Because, I started filming and then this hot flash hit. And it was intense. And I don't know about any other ladies out there that get hot flashes, but I can get, go from pretty happy to, and I was, to, just, I will shank a bee for looking at me. So I had to stop. I had to listen to my happy music. I have a playlist on YouTube that's my attitude adjustment. And I think the last song I listened to was Take a Chance on Me from the actual scene from Mamma Mia. Can't let go. Take a chance, 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 take a chance. Yep. So there we have it. It works though. It works for me. A few songs that get me happy. And then it was just I was trying to finish up some things so I could start. There. Good enough. Quit monkeying with it. Oh, speaking of, one of the new ladies I have, creators that I have found on YouTube, actually she was the one, if I get the information right, she was the one who tagged Kyung in the, you know how I do it, tag your it, hashtag tag your it, or tag your turn, I apologize, tag your turn, tag challenge. Her name is, and then, then Kyung tagged me. And before I finish this and forget, Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals, I tag you. So now you're it. So get to crack-a-lacking on that. So you guys hear about the mouse that had cheese, a mouse with a wedge of cheese. And what was wrong with him? He was crack-a-lacking. Or some such nonsense like this, and I know I told you wrong. But, what do you call a mouse that has cheese but no crackers? Crack-a-lacking. There. See? Some antenna. Might be not the right ones. Alright, what I want to find is, in my box of Kyung goodies, is some more of these. We've got lots of stuff in here and scattered everywhere. Seriously, scattered everywhere. Oh, let's see what else. Anyway, back to the subject. Oh, you know, before the crack-a-lackin' thing. Carrie, the paper monkey. That is her name. She is delightful. Absolutely, she's a delight to watch. I just love watching her. She does a lot of shorts, and when I mean shorts, we're talking like 10 seconds. You know, very, very short ones, and as well as longer ones. But anyway, I just have to ask Carrie, if you watch this, of course, you know I'm going to be totally jazzed if you do, but if you watch this, I just have to ask, are they your monkeys and your zoo, or did you just adopt the monkeys and bring them home? Also, did the monkeys fall off the bed? And if they did you take them to the doctor? And if you took them to the doctor, what did the doctor say? See, these are questions that my inquiring mind wants to know. Please tell us. Are the monkeys your kids, your husband? I mean, I'm kind of curious where that name came from. But it's Carrie Carrie the Paper Monkey, I believe it is. I will link her below. Again, she is delightful. She is not afraid to mess up on camera. Not afraid to laugh at herself. And them's my peeps. You can laugh at yourself, not take yourself too seriously. I mean, because really this morning when it started out and, you know, my first frustration and all that, I was doing really well. And then the hot flash hit and man, I wasn't doing as well. And then something else happened and then I really wasn't doing well at all. So I had to stop. And then I tried again. And that didn't go well. So then I just stopped completely for, probably 2 hours. Yeah, it's probably been 2 hours. And then just went, you know what? You don't have a blankie and a binky. So it's time to, you know, go do something else for a while. So I did. And here we are. Where I'm trying to cut this thing out and without doing that. All I want is this. This is all I want. Oh my gosh. 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 Anyway. So, we are not supposed to get below freezing tonight. You know, it's supposed to get like 32, I think. 33. Which isn't freezing. Thank you very much. I had to, the first night, I wasn't expecting the freeze. Yes, they talked about it, but the week before they said there wasn't going to be any rain, and it rained every morning that I was supposed to get my stuff done when it wasn't going to rain. Oh, hang on, I'm sorry. I apologize. Hello? Okay, I apologize. I absolutely had to take that phone call. So, we're back. And I'm just going to put this one on here. I don't even have to write anything in that little block, although I do want to make it a little less noticeable. There we go. Anyway, where was I? I don't even remember what I was saying. Probably nothing important. I know one thing. When do y'all start decorating for, darn it, wrong way, Christmas? There was a poll on our local news, and it was, you know, I think that when the weather gets colder, the 1st of November, not until after Thanksgiving, or the 1st of December. I like Christmas lights. I like twinkling lights. I like all that stuff. So, you know, I'm going to be starting that very soon. And, you know, a couple of years ago, I left my tree up year-round for the whole year. Now, granted, I took the Christmas tree decorations off of it, and my Christmas tree was just a light strung on the wall in a vague shape of tree. I left my actual artificial tree at my old apartment in a storage. Each apartment had a small storage closet, and I left it there. Not happy with myself. Was not happy at all. You know what? I think I'm gonna make some sparkly. Make that stand out a little bit. And love you so. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, chance. Sorry. Oh, I'm trying to think of something to say. So I've been binge watching my favorite CSI. Yeah. Before I cancel Hulu. So I have a little over a week to finish it. I'm on season 5, I think. It's got 9 seasons. When I say I watch, when I'm down here in the craft room, it's really, I'm just listening, really, because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. Take a chance, take a chance. Oops. Let's give them a little bit of a color pop with, I'm using liquid pearls. This is in Ballerina. I like these, but I don't use them very often. So, there. Just because. These actually make really good, the white ones. This, are, what is it called? Platinum Pearl. Make great little snowballs, snowflakes on cards for the holidays. That's what I did on one of mine last year, at least one of them. I need to get that song stuck out of my head. Out of my head. Not stuck out of my head, but out of my head. My friend from high school posted on Facebook, one of those, I don't know, somebody made a video. Somebody. I can't even remember who, what, when, and where, how. But it was if Star Wars were made in 1923. Again, I don't know who did this. I cannot remember. So, let's see, wouldn't that be kind of fun? Having these big old butterflies just floating above the town. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't care if it's logical. I don't care. I don't have time for logical today. Anyway, it was Star Wars were made in 1923, and it was complete with the scratchy record playing, the music in the background, and the music was a Cantina song. And I'm telling you, Morgan, I did not stop humming that tune for probably 10 hours. Oh, I thought I was going to drive to Montana and smack him in the face, or worse, kick him somewhere, and then drive back home. Because I'm all like the song as well in the movie and, you know, for a short burst, but when that's all that's in your head, ay, 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 ay. So, I told you that it had been freezing lately. And I had to, last night I got smart and I emptied the metal chicken water can. But the night before I stuck it in the shed thinking that it wouldn't freeze. Duh. And of course it did. And so it took quite a bit of lukewarm water thrown on it to be able to open it. Because it's basically an outer can sitting on another can with it has a handle, and they both have handles and some kind of contraption to where when the outer can is on it, it only lets out so much water at a time. I honestly don't get the mechanism of it because I'm just not that kind of minded, but it works, but it's metal. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, so last night I got smart. So all I had to do is go out there and fill it. I brought, you know, some more semi-tepid tap water out in another bucket and put it on there. And speaking of which, I need to go out there pretty soon and make sure they're really fill it. If I can figure out if it's supposed to rain, snow, words, freeze again tonight. It doesn't sound like it's going to, but you never know. I was telling a friend of mine I was unprepared for this, mainly because I can't remember the last time it froze, and I mean down to 25 before Halloween. I mean, seriously. Yeah, it gets cold, and it's, you know, rain and miserable, or just, you know, 40s, but really? I honestly quit paying attention to what they were saying on the news the couple days prior because they had been saying how it wasn't going to rain. And yet it would rain sporadically, and I think I'll whine about that at you one time. So, you know, I was an idiot and didn't really pay attention and didn't think it would get that cold. Bigger than I wanted it to be. There we go. And the pretty birds have flown home. I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Sorry. Alright, I'll stop. Somebody stop me. See if I can make this black antenna look a little bit less like a black Sharpie line. So as I was watching the YouTube video of the last scene of, you know, well, the last movie part of it, Mamma Mia, here I go again. I got to thinking, I'll look it up, but didn't Julie Waters pass? Or am I just thinking of somebody else? I don't know. If you know, drop it down in the comments. I may forget to look it up. There, see, that's not so bad. But I don't do that. But let me line up line his body so it doesn't look quite so. And how about in here? Oh. What else has been going on? Not much. Really and truthfully. There. I think that's going to be quite nice when it dries. Maybe I'll put them up there. There's the lid. Alright. 2 semi down and 2 to go. So we're moving on into this middle signature. And I think I showed this to you, and if I have not, I may not have. And if I didn't, I'll apologize. So really what I've done since the last time was I made these tags, and then I just made this little one while I was waiting to go in there. I don't know if that's Lancelot and Guinevere or King Arthur and Guinevere. I do not know. And I could. There. Oops. Gotta be really careful. I put that little tree on there. There's this one I did yesterday. I didn't do much to it. I like that quote with the lady in the lake. Minaway. Wasn't that the lady he loved in Merlin, Minaway? The name sounds familiar. And so I had made these. I don't know. Like I said, I shot a really long video and can't remember what I showed in it, and I think that was part of it. These are just index cards that I did on my jelly plate, and then I stamped with some background. Another one. I know I talked about this paper and how I use my jelly roll. When I do my paper like this, I use a jelly roll, and this is the bottom layer. This is what the pan does to it. It gets all black and gross. It gets good scrubbing, but I love the way it looks. And if you can see this is like, this was the bottom side because I painted it on. And this is all the coffee and sludge stuff that dried underneath it, and I really like the look that it gives. And here's this center that I made. I took one of her, actually it looks like this, only a sheet of it, and cut to strip. Another of this, and then along came Jones. Another one of these, and there you have it. So let's pull these two out. And this one tripped me up because it's not directional. But because it's writing, it fools you into thinking it is. Now I have this ink that came in those, when I bought those stamps. And I thought for sure I left it out here. No matter, I got another one. I did not, I put it back. It's called Ancient Page. And I really like this color. So I bought a bunch of these and filled them all up and all that good stuff. But here's the catch. It dries really fast on this, and it saturates the page to where when you stamp it, the first stamp, boom, it stamps perfectly. Everything's pristine. Everything looks great. But as it dries, it does this. And I don't know how to combat that. I don't know from inks. This is the first ink I've ever used that was not Tim Holtz or Ranger. And so I really don't know the whys and the hows and if there's a way to fix it. So, not good stamping. It doesn't stay wet very long on your daubers, but you know, here we are. Now, like, see, this is right side up, but now this is upside down. And so I'm constantly like, what? How does it go? Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Stop it, Mitzi. I hear you. I hear you already. I hear you from here. Now, I think I'm going to use some of these hummingbirds that I got from Carolyn's Musings. Let me make sure I jot that down so I remember. If I'm going to be able to read that chicken scratch later. We shall see. Ooh, I like that one. As long as we are together. Maybe that one will have to do. I kind of like that color. Yeah, I like that color better. So I need to try to hurry up and fussy cut it. And I really don't know when I started this video because I did not pay attention. I think in my head I half expected to stop the whole thing to not start again, if that makes sense. So what do you do? I think I may have asked this in the video that I'm replacing this one with. What are your Thanksgiving tradition plans? Do you have any? You know, or did you celebrate the real Thanksgiving last month? Or this month? You know, it's this month, but I will be going to a friend's. And maybe, depending, bringing something back for Joe. Last year there really wasn't much food. Yeah, she never knows how many to expect, so. And, you know, everything's so expensive nowadays. I gotta buy all the stuff that I don't keep in the house because I don't eat sugar anymore. And I try very hard not to eat carbs. And the kind of carbs stuff that I'm going to buy is basically for sugar. I make really good pumpkin bars with cream cheese, buttercream frosting. And it was my grandma's recipe. And I'm telling you, it goes down like gangbusters. So I made it for last Thanksgiving. And one of the kids that came around last Thanksgiving, I'd never seen him before. Anyway, he was there at Christmas, and that was the first thing he wanted to know. He's like, "Oh, did you bring those?" Oh, you did bring them. Yeah, they're deceptively good. When I say deceptively, it's like there's no reason when you read the recipe for them to be that good. I mean, everybody I've talked to that has had it is like, I don't understand why they're that good. I mean, they read the recipe and they tell them what's in it and they're like, why is it that good? And it's like, I don't know. But it was my grandma's recipe, and she was very specific in the order of operations, which is contrary to any order of operations that you would use for baking. And maybe that's it. It could be that the cream cheese frosting, you know, I whip until it's nice and satiny. I don't know. But they're really good, so I will make a lot of those. Because I give those away as gifts for the holidays. So it's going to be a lot of sugar that I've got to buy. A lot of, you know, pureed pumpkin. Make sure I have enough flour. Because again, I try my best not to eat carbs. I mean, I cheat. But if I don't keep it in the house, I'm less likely to go off my eating plan. Alright, so we've got that. Comes to madness. Sorry for my... Ooh, that might be good. Not for this, though. Oops. And I'm trying to tell myself to not worry if it looks kind of grungy, as we've talked about, because of, you know, how old, ancient it's supposed to be. I know, I feel like I'm just not having a lot to say. I'm in my head a lot. Got things going on, thinking of things. You know how it goes. Flipping it back this way. Smack it down, leave it alone, and get on with it. Oh yeah, it's just... I am going to get this up today. It's not going to be up till about 2 p.m. my time, Pacific. Next week, this coming Sunday, is time change. We fall back. So, if it's not bad enough that at, 7 o'clock at night, I think it's 9. Now it's going to be 5 o'clock at night. I'm going to think it's 9 and be crying because I want to go to bed. There's a meme that I've kept. It's on Facebook, and I've kept it for years because it sums up how I feel exactly. And it's... do this. Do not borrow tomorrow's troubles today. Well, there's a life lesson I could learn. Anybody feel me on that one? In my head, I'm screaming, say something. But since I can't say that, say something. Dead air, dead air. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame. I have to move my camera arm every once in a while because, it's fairly low down, and or I'll hit my head on it when I'm reaching over there. So it takes a little bit every time I film to make sure I get it in the proper position, and I don't want to mess it up. Kind of like that. Now... no. Here we go. This is a banner. Yes, I know. But I'm going to use it as a pull. I'm getting hungry. Hungry hippos. again, some of it I'm not minding if it's all there, because the whole point is that it looks like it's really, really old. Like something that you'd have to handle with white gloves. Down here so I can come in a little ways. There. And I only did that mainly because it has little birds on it and I didn't want the birds to be sideways. Alright. So here's one. I'm going to do my best to lightly decorate. Like I said, I'm going to do my best. And let's see where we get from there. Alright, last one. The pretty birds have flown stuff free. Stop singing this song. I will have to replace it with something else. Ooh. This is one of those panels, I believe. So we are going to our little sword fighting knights. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember me relating that really funny that reel or wherever I saw it on about the whisper licking the whisper licking dog and the go potty bushes man. Oh my gosh, it still cracks me up. Anyway, I had to have a conversation with you-know-who about how she was not whisper licking. It was quite loud. I think she got a little bit offended that I did not appreciate the fact, you know, that she was grooming herself quite so vigorously. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll never forget. That's so funny. So I've incorporated whisper licking into the vernacular here in the house. But you know what? She stopped licking though. She really did. I didn't yell at her or anything. I was just, you know, told her she wasn't whisper licking, and she looked at me like she looks at me, and then she didn't listen. She did not commence to whisper, like, not whisper licky again. She just kind of gave up and took a nap. It was, you know, her bedtime, so to speak, anyway. But in this house, you will whisper lick. We whisper lick in this house. Gus, are you listening? Gus is Mitzi's husband's German Shepherd puppy. And boy, he is a big un. He is a big un. Big boy. Naughty, as, you know, puppies can be. But, he's a cutie. You got yourself a cutie. Maybe this will do. Yep, this will do. It's already semi-pre-inked. Semi-pre-inked. So yeah, today I bought all these Christmas trees, you know, back to the Christmas tree thing, from $1.25 store. You know, they're, if you've ever seen them, they're like little teeny tiny, obviously cheap things. But I bought like 6 of them. 5 or 6 of them. I'm going to see what I can do about, you know, hooking them all together. And then attaching them to the wall as in one tree, as opposed to, you know, the string light tree that I had, which was, you know, cute, and I'd never seen anybody do that before. Of course, I didn't know anybody didn't have a tree before that celebrated the holiday and didn't have a tree. But, you know, the inflation, I'm not paying. You can't get a decent tree. And I'm just talking about, you know, not a grand tree, not a 7 foot. And when I say 7 foot, I'm not talking the last 3 feet or that one spindle. That's, yeah, just, no, come on, people. Come on, manufacturers. Please. But fold it over several times. That makes a nice, you know, thing for put your tree topper on. Anyway. The prices are just outrageous. I priced them last year, and it's like for a 5 foot tree, artificial tree, which cost me $30 in 2019, is going to cost, was about $60 last year. Sheesh. But then I also posted what $110 bought you at food at Costco, and let me tell you, it was shocking how expensive things have gotten. And they don't stand out a whole lot, but that's okay. And I actually put the same one on there and not realized it. There, this one is bigger and not the same color. Anyway, so that's what I think I might do today. It is. Don't have to answer it now. Not that it's not important. But it's not, I must get that right now. Not like the last one. Alright. We'll just kind of make him float right there. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Earn my stripes. I'm always forever not putting the bottles straight as I put them down. I like that. It's very understated. Put this back in here. And because it is, I am going to use some diamond stickles, or stickles and diamond. Give the outline of the butterflies a nice thickish border. Joe's vacuuming. Okay. Let me just clean that up right there. Okay. So I'm actually pleased with this. They are very understated. I will come back in and put some more side pulls on them. Alright, so let me put my butterflies back in the butterfly drawer so I have more room. Put my glue away. There, there. Put this away. Oops. Okay, so there's that one. Those two. Boom. 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 And don't stick your finger in anything you don't want. There we go. Let me. Sorry about my chair. Here, we'll go this way. This way. Try to get it on a frame. There. I don't know how dry those are. So, okay. Here we go. So if you like what you have seen today, please, please, please give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment box, even if it's just a little smiley face or a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please, I'd be very honored for you to do so. And share with your friends if you like what you've seen, and let me know if this or anything else I have done has made you go, oh, now I want to go do something like that. That always gets us jazzed. Thank you to all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. Yay! Without you, I would not be here today, obviously. I would have thrown in the towel a long time ago. And yeah, it's an adventure, that's for sure. Anyway, so on that note, again, check out Carrie the paper monkey and ask her if her monkeys are on loan from the zoo or if she owns them. Kyung Shotwell, I will leave the links to this kit in my description box, and along with her channel. So on that note, I bid you adieu and peace out. Bye, guys.